At 28, 27, and 23, Michael Jackson's three children have each established net worth estimated at $150 million. But here's the part nobody talks about. They refuse to live off their father's money. Prince runs a charity that's fed thousands of families. Paris went from multiple suicide attempts to releasing critically acclaimed albums. Biggie changed his name, won film awards, and became a climate activist. But the road from those masked kids at red carpet events to self-reliant adults wasn't smooth.
And I know that it is love and this place.
What really happened when the cameras stopped rolling? The truth will surprise you.
For me and the entire human race.
June 25, 2009. 3 kids lost their father and gained the world's attention overnight. Prince was 12. Paris was 11. Bigi was just 7. Their grandmother, Catherine Jackson, became their guardian, with godparents Macaulay Culkin and Elizabeth Taylor stepping in to provide support. Later, cousin TJ Jackson became co-guardian after Catherine Jackson briefly went missing, ensuring the children's stability during uncertain times. The world knew them as the children who hid behind masks and veils at every public appearance. Prince, born February 13, 1997, to Michael's second wife Debbie Rowe. Paris, born April 3, 1998, also to Rowe. And Bigi, born February 21, 2002, to an unnamed surrogate mother. Each receives annual allowances of around $8 million from the estate. But all 3 made the same promise after their father's death. They would honor his memory without depending entirely on his wealth to survive. Prince graduated from Loyola Marymount University in 2019 with a business degree and immediately put his education to work. In 2017, he co-founded Heal Los Angeles Foundation, continuing his father's humanitarian mission. During the pandemic, his organization partnered with Fresh and Lean meal delivery service, providing food to families who couldn't afford groceries. Prince often reflects that his father would be proud because spreading positivity and happiness was one of Michael's main goals.
Feels that always love's enough for his growing.
But here's what surprised everyone who knew him. Prince's biggest passion, outside charity work, is motorcycles. He runs a YouTube channel devoted to his rides across California, plus videos reviewing movies alongside his brother Biggie and cousin Taj Jackson. According to US Weekly, Prince loves riding motorcycles and his charity work, showing how he balances adrenaline with giving back to his community. If you've ever been inspired by someone turning their privilege into purpose, drop a comment below about what motivates you to help others. Prince didn't stop at charity and motorcycles. He expanded into DJ work and music production, creating multiple income streams and proving he could succeed in entertainment on his own terms. He learned early that being Michael Jackson's son opened doors, but staying successful required developing his own skills and reputation. Then came August 2025, a milestone that showed Prince had found personal happiness alongside professional success. He announced his engagement to longtime girlfriend Molly Shermang. After 8 years together, his Instagram post played his father's song "I Just Can't Stop Loving You" in the background, a quiet tribute to the man who taught him about love and family loyalty. Prince admits with humor that he didn't inherit every Jackson talent. On the Today Show, he laughed and confessed he didn't get that gene when it comes to dancing like his father. Instead, he focused on business acumen and helping others, carving out his own space in the family legacy. The pressure of being the eldest child was real, especially after Prince acknowledged they were bombarded with everything following their father's death: constant media attention, family drama, and intense public scrutiny. Yet he found his way to become what many consider the family's steady foundation, the one his siblings could count on when things got difficult. While Prince found his path through business and charity, his sister Paris chose a completely different route to healing. Paris Michael Catherine Jackson, named after the city where she was conceived, has developed 3 separate careers by age 27: music, modeling, and acting that demonstrate talent goes beyond genetics. Her debut album, Wilted, arrived in 2020 to critical acclaim, followed by the Lost EP in 2022. She signed with IMG Models and became the face of KVD Beauty, building her modeling portfolio with major fashion brands. Her acting resume includes roles in American Horror Stories, Gringo, and The Space Between. Her godfather Macaulay Culkin even coached her for her first major audition, advising her to overdo it at certain points and make it theatrical.
And I promise that we can.
In 2025, Paris reached a personal milestone that meant more to her than any professional achievement. She celebrated 5 years of what she calls overcoming destructive patterns. Her recovery journey became the foundation for creating music that connects with fans facing their own struggles with mental health and addiction.
Just thinking, drinking about.
But Paris's story began in a much darker place than her current success might suggest. By age 15, she had attempted suicide multiple times. Years later, she told Rolling Stone it stemmed from self-hatred, low self-esteem, thinking I couldn't do anything right, not thinking I was worthy of living anymore. She was hospitalized in 2015 after another possible suicide attempt and entered treatment in 2019 to focus on her physical and emotional health. Paris's recovery journey shows that healing is possible and that seeking help is a sign of strength. If her story resonates with you, let us know in the comments. Sharing experiences can help others feel less alone. Her recovery process wasn't just about personal healing. It also awakened her protective instincts toward her family. When documentaries and renewed allegations threatened her father's reputation, Paris became the family's most vocal public defender. Her willingness to speak out publicly, despite the personal cost, demonstrated the strength she'd developed through years of working on her mental health.
Fingers in my heart, it echoes.
The transformation from struggling teenager to confident multi-hyphenate artist didn't happen overnight. Paris worked consistently, turning her experiences with pain and recovery into songs that help other people feel less alone in their own battles. Her music often explores themes of healing, identity, and resilience, drawing directly from her personal journey without exploiting it. Today, Paris lives in Los Angeles, continues creating music, and uses her platform to advocate for mental health awareness. Her openness about her struggles has inspired countless fans who see their own experiences reflected in her story of recovery and artistic growth. Prince Michael Jackson II, now known as Biggie, made perhaps the most dramatic personal change of all three siblings when he officially changed his name into the blanket nickname had followed him since childhood, bringing unwanted attention and schoolyard bullying that made his teenage years difficult. The name change wasn't just about paperwork, it represented his fresh start and determination to control his own narrative. While his siblings pursued high-profile careers in the public eye, Biggie deliberately chose to work behind the camera. His short film Rochelle's won Best Drama at the 2024 Santa Monica Film Festival, marking his official debut as both director and screenwriter. But Rochelle's wasn't his only creative project. He's produced multiple short films, including Kingdom Come in 2013, and appearances in the Jacksons' Next Generation.
All the blood we've shed before.
What sets Biggie apart from his siblings isn't just his preference for privacy, it's his commitment to environmental activism. In a rare 2021 Good Morning Britain interview, he spoke passionately about climate change. I do think it's important we all know about it. We have some work to do, but our generation knows how important it is. He's been consistent with this message since first speaking at environmental events in 2019, using his limited public appearances to advocate for climate awareness. Biggie proves you don't need to be the loudest voice to make a difference. Comment below if you think his generation will be the one to tackle climate challenges. Like Prince and Paris, Biggie achieved financial independence early, purchasing a $2 million California mansion the moment he turned 18. His inheritance provides security, but he's focused on creating meaningful work through filmmaking rather than simply managing wealth. His approach to money reflects the family's shared commitment to earning their own way, rather than coasting on their father's success. The journey from Blanket to Biggie represents more than just a name change. It shows how someone can transform childhood trauma into motivation for positive change. The infamous 2002 Berlin balcony incident, when his father briefly held him over a hotel railing, became international news and followed him for years. Instead of letting that define him, Biggie used the experience to fuel his artistic work and environmental advocacy. At 23, Biggie has successfully created the private life he always wanted, while still honoring his family's tradition of using fame for good causes. His work on climate issues carries forward his father's humanitarian spirit, just through different channels than his siblings chose. The Jackson siblings faced their biggest test as a united family in 2019, when the documentary Leaving Neverland brought renewed allegations against their father. After years of building separate careers and identities, they suddenly had to stand together during the most challenging public moment since Michael's death. Paris took the lead in publicly defending their father, while Prince and Biggie provided support in their own ways. The siblings weren't just protecting Michael Jackson's reputation, they were fighting for everything they believed in. The allegations threatened not only their father's memory, but also the foundation of values he had instilled in them during his lifetime. Their response showed how much they had grown since childhood. Instead of hiding behind masks or letting others speak for them, they chose to address the situation directly. Paris used her social media platform and interviews to share her perspective, while Prince and Biggie supported her efforts through their own channels.
You got to stop it yourself.
The family's joint appearance at the London opening of MJ the Musical in March 2024 sent a powerful public message. Standing together on the red carpet, Prince in a black suit with burgundy shirt, Paris in a rust-colored gown, and Biggie in a classic black suit, they demonstrated that despite pursuing different careers and having distinct personalities, they remained united when it mattered most. During his lifetime, Michael Jackson often spoke about his relationship with his children. "I enjoy taking care of my children myself," he said in interviews. "They're the world for me. I wake up and I'm ready for the day because of them." 15 years after his death, those words have turned out to be true in ways he might never have imagined.
Holding hands, remember each other's eyes.
Prince perfectly captures their current relationship when he reflects any moment that I get to spend with my siblings now, especially as we're getting older and our own lives are starting to blossom and grow. Every moment that I get with them, any little family dinner, any family outing, is really a special moment. When all three siblings celebrated what would have been their father's 65th birthday together in 2023, it demonstrated they had achieved something Michael valued more than fame or money. They had remained close as a family, despite the pressures that often tear celebrity families apart. Today, Prince continues expanding Heal Los Angeles Foundation while planning his wedding to Molly. Paris creates music that helps others while sharing her recovery story to inspire people facing similar battles. Biggie makes films and speaks about climate change, using his artistic voice to address environmental issues.
Make it a better place for you.
Each sibling chose their own path to success and fulfillment. Prince found purpose through business and charity work, building something larger than himself. Paris transformed personal struggles into artistic expression and advocacy that connects with people around the world. Biggie created the private life he wanted, while still contributing to important causes through his filmmaking and environmental activism. Their approach to wealth reflects the values their father instilled in them. Each receives substantial annual allowances from the estate, but all three have worked to establish careers and income streams on their own terms. They wanted to prove they could succeed without depending entirely on their inheritance, and they've accomplished exactly that goal. From Prince's motorcycle adventures and charity galas, to Paris's musical performances and recovery advocacy, to Biggie's film festival wins and climate speeches, Each sibling has found their own way to honor the Jackson family tradition of caring about others while building independent, meaningful lives. The masks are off. The children have become adults, and the answer to whatever happened to Michael Jackson's children is simple. They stayed together while growing apart, supported each other while finding their own voices, and carried forward their father's spirit of helping others in their own unique way.
You remember the time.
As Prince puts it, any moment that I get to spend with my siblings now, every moment, is really a special moment. That's the real answer to whatever happened to Michael Jackson's children. They stayed together. Now that you know the truth behind Michael Jackson's children's incredible journeys, what other celebrity family stories would you like us to explore? Drop their names in the comments below. Which Jackson siblings story inspired you most? Prince's charity work, Paris's recovery journey, or Bigi's environmental activism? And if stories like these about resilience, family bonds, and turning challenges into purpose inspire you, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. We uncover the untold stories behind the headlines, one family at a time.